when you step in this truth, when you're actually in this truth and you're actually following Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in the straight path, you have to understand that Yahweh Shai died for his sins. You see, Yahweh Shai died and he was the example. Okay. So some people may think that this is all fun and games, but it's not so, man. This is serious, man. It tells us that he that departed from evil becometh a prey. Okay, so once you're in this truth, once you're walking in the light of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, these people really want to kill you. The elite and these other people in the world, they really are enemies. They become our enemies because you're really following Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in truth and sincerity. Okay? Okay? So these people, they're all immersed in wickedness, and they don't like your light. It's either they want to bring you back to darkness, or if they can't do that, they'll kill you. You know? And this is the times that we're gonna go into, man. These people are really gonna seek for our lives because they know that we're actually following Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and we're not gonna bow down to this wicked system. You know? The devil is coming down with great wrath. He wants to implement his MOTB, you know, and it tells us that he has power to kill anyone that did not worship the beast. And why wouldn't you worship the beast? Because because it's not allowed. We are supposed to only bow down to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that is the reason why he wants to bring to take us out. Okay, and it says that, you know, there in heaven, John saw the those that were beheaded for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. And these people, they already bought guillotines. They set up guillotines for the elect. You see? So they really want to take us out, man. You see? So that's just a mentality that we must have, man. We know that it's not pleasing to know that you might end up dead for your faith, but you have to be true about it, man. We're coming in a time where a great sifting is gonna happen, man. Regardless of what situation you're in, you cannot lose faith. You cannot lose your faith, and you have to keep your integrity in the face of adversity. You know, you gotta keep your faith. Okay, regardless if you have to lay down your life, man. You see. So yeah, man. So you have to understand, man. This might be your lot. You know, and no one wants to think that, oh, okay, I might tomorrow, the police might pull up on me and I might die because of my beliefs. But you have to put that in mind. The Lord might put you in that situation, and again, the Lord will not tempt us above what we can handle. So if that is your lot, it's because you're a strong soldier. You know, you're a strong soldier for Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, and you can handle it, right? Everything is of the Most High. Everything is of the Lord, and He ordained for you to be in that situation, if that is the case for you, man. So we're gonna come in that time where the Lord is really gonna test our faith, man. Even to the point that we'll have to die for this truth, man. It's coming up, man. We have to really be about it, man. All right. So I'll start off with Matthew 16:24. It says, "Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me." Even denying yourself is even putting your life down for this ministry. You know, doing your videos, going out in the highways and byways. This is a part of laying your life down. Okay, because your boss at work, he might stumble upon a video. He might see your face, and he might not like what he's hearing, and you end up losing your job. You see, and that's your livelihood. You know, most of our people, you know, most people nowadays in this wicked society, we're living paycheck to paycheck. You know, so if you miss that one paycheck, you're screwed. You see, that's most people, especially Jake. Okay, but again, we don't fear that, man. We pray that the Lord has mercy upon us and He'll provide for us, man. You see, so we even denying our own self, man. That's what's important, man. You must walk. Once you follow Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, we have to know that you have to deny yourself, and it's not about you anymore. It's about Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai and their will, the will of the Most High, man. What does He want to accomplish? You have to put in mind the greatest man, John the Baptist. You know, the greatest man that was born of a woman, John the Baptist. He was a homeless. You see, he didn't have many possessions. He didn't have too much possessions. You see. He was living in the wilderness and he was focused on doing the work. You see? How many people have the parable of the rich man that pulled up on Yahushua and called him good master. What should I do to keep to obtain eternal life? You see, the Lord said, give what you have and follow me. You see, but that was too much for him because he had great possessions. The things of the world choked out the word. You know, he thought that because he was keeping the commandments, you know, from a youth, that he was good. You see, but he lacked faith. Okay, because he had more faith in his possessions. You see, he wasn't able to give everything up. He wasn't able to deny himself. Okay, so again, we're gonna come in a time where the Lord is really gonna test our faith, man. All right, it says here, verse 25, Matthew 16 and 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. Right, that again is laying your life down, as it says here in John 15 and 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another, as I have loved you. Greater love had no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. If ye are my friends, and ye do what ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. You see, no greater love than this. So the Lord said, this is my commandment: love each other. Okay, and he said, above that, he said, no greater love has a man that he lays down his life for his people. Isn't that what Yahushua did for us? As I was saying, he is the example. He put his life down for us. Shouldn't we put our life down for each other? You see, all in wisdom, all in righteousness, of course. You see, and it also says to, like I said, move with wisdom. You're not gonna put yourself in a bad situation to help someone else. You know, you're not gonna you know you're financially unstable. You're financially unstable, then you put all, you know, you go and help out someone else, and now you're putting yourself in a worse situation. You have to move with wisdom again. But you know, that you know, everything in wisdom, everything in righteousness. You see, everything in order. It says, I'll read that one again. John 15 and 13. Greater love had no man than this, that a man laid down his life for his friends. Okay, and how much more for this gospel? How much more for this ministry? All right, so you're showing your integrity towards Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, you know. So like, he's always coming up with his ads. It's kind of annoying, man. Always trying to sell you something, man. Okay, so I'm gonna go into. Okay, I'm gonna go into the instance pertaining to Lazarus. I'm gonna go up in the verses so I can get a little bit of the context. Okay, so it says here in John 11 and 7. Then after that said he to his disciples. Then after that said he to his disciples, let us go into Judea again. His disciples say unto him, Masters, the Jews of late sought to stone thee, and goest thou thither again? So, and then it says, verse 14. Then said Yahushua unto them plainly, Lazarus is dead. I am glad for your sake that I was not there, to the intent that ye may believe. Nevertheless, let us go unto him. Okay, so the Messiah, the Messiah and the disciples, they were in Judea, you know. And at one point, the Jews, they were trying to kill them. They were trying to stone them. So they had to flee. So they left. And now Lazarus ended up dying. And Mary, I believe, came to see Yahushua and to tell him, my Lazarus died. You know, come and see, I guess. You know. And then Yahushua said, okay, let's go back. And the disciples are like, yo, those people were trying to kill us. You really think it's the best move to go right back? You know. So then it says here, then said Thomas, which is called Didymus, unto his fellow disciples, Salakia, let us also go that we may die with them. You see, and that's what it means to follow Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You see, well, and it says, those are my sheep. They follow the lamb wherever he goeth. They follow the voice of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai wherever he goeth. You see, even unto death they followed. You see. They didn't care. They said, okay, let us go with him that we may die with him. Okay? And that's the mentality that we have to have. You know, wherever the Lord leads us, Even if it's for a death, we know that at the end of the day, it's for the ministry. Okay, the Lord may lead us in front of the judges, and this time we're gonna be led in front of the judges, and we're gonna tell them what the Spirit tells us to say. The Spirit is gonna put the words in our mouth, and we're gonna say whatever the Lord wanted them to hear. And if they put us to death, so be it. Because then afterwards we're gonna be with the Father, regardless. Okay. And we didn't, and we kept our integrity, and that's even better because the Lord is gonna reward us for that, man. You see. It says here in Acts 20:21 and 10, and as we tarried there many days, there came down from Judea a certain prophet named Agabus, and when he was come unto us, he took Paul's girdle and bound his own hands and feet, and said, Thus said the Holy Ghost, the Holy Spirit, so shall the Jews at Jerusalem bind the man that owneth this girdle, and shall deliver him unto the hands of the Gentiles. You see, exactly like that. You know, these people are going to try to deliver us unto the Gentiles. You see, unto these people, man. Your so-called friends, your so-called family. They don't expect them to you know, because as I was saying, if you put in mind the Matrix, you know, anyone that was still connected to the Matrix was really an enemy. You see, because they were attached to the Matrix, they were attached to the system, you know. So anyone that was in there, Agent Smith could maneuver, you know, in a sense, Agent Smith could be Satan. Satan could hop on these people and they could go against you. So don't expect these people, your family, your friends, you know, don't be surprised if they turn against you and they sell you out to the police, to the government, or whatsoever, you know. So that's why you can't be too much. You can't put too much faith in these people, man. You have to be spiritually minded and put your faith in those that are like-minded, like yourself. Those that are instructed in the light, those that are in the truth. All right, those are the people that you want to keep around you, man. Because other than that, they're enemies, man. Because if they hate Yahweh Shai, they really hate you. You see. So it says here, and when we heard these things, both we and they at that. And both we and they of that place besought him not to go to Jerusalem. Then Paul answered, What mean ye to weep and to break mine heart? For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem. Yeah, I've been getting a bunch of random calls, man. It says here, For I am ready not to be bound only, but also to die at Jerusalem for the name of the Lord Yahweh Shai. You see? That's the mentality that Paul had, man. He was willing to die and to be a martyr for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, forsaking his life, you know, denying himself, you know. And that's what it means to gird thyself like a man, you know, knowing that you might have to, you know, how these people say, I believe it's the Gadites, they have that saying, today's a good day to die, you know. Any day is a good day to die for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You see, to exalt his name. It's really not about us, like I said before. You know, you deny yourself. You forget about your will, and you put the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai first. Okay? It says here, and when he would not persuade, we cease saying, the will of the Lord be done. You see? Let it be done. Okay? It's really about, everything is about the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You see, even Jonah, in perspective, you put Jonah in perspective, he was trying to run away from his duty as a prophet. You know, we all know the story. He was swallowed by the whale for 3 nights. You see, 3 days, 3 nights, and then he ended up right where he needed to be. To still afterwards, he repented, and then he still went to go do the work. You know, you cannot escape the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You cannot do anything against the truth, but for the truth. Regardless of what the Lord wants you to do, you will end up doing it. Okay? Even Adam, the seed of wickedness was planted unto him, was planted in his heart so that he would fall off. Everything was well ordered. Everything was well ordered and structured by the plan of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Everything was structured the way he wanted it to go. Okay? So again, another example of integrity pertaining to the law, I'll bring it up pertaining to Eleazar. So it says here in 2 Maccabees 6 and 18, Eleazar, one of the principal scribes and aged men and of a well-favored countenance, was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh. You see, these people nowadays, even eating pork, even to go against the dietary law, man, that's an abomination. You know, these people wanted him to eat pork. Okay, but it says here, but he chose him rather to die gloriously than to live than to live stained with such an abomination, spit it forth, and came of his own accord to the tormentors. You see? Nowadays, these people, our people, man, they add extra bacon on their pizza, extra bacon on their burgers. You know, it's sickening, man. Because ultimately, these people don't know the truth. These people ultimately have not read the scriptures. Okay, these people don't know, man. They go to church and then they eat pork in the basement. You see, and it's mad. It's mad, man. These people they claim to be followers of so-called Christ, but they're not doing what he says to do. You see, they're mad. You know, they're completely in darkness. Okay, so just for swine's flesh to eat bacon, Eliezer chose rather to die than to eat bacon, man. How many people would do that in this time, man? You know, only the true man of the Lord, only the true man of the Lord, only the true sisters of the Lord will be able to would rather choose death than to eat bacon. Shalom, shalom, man. This is the brother Zakar. You know, brother Zakar, GMS, he will not tarry. Shalom. He brought out a precept pertaining to named I'll bring it out. Philippians 3:8. Yet doubtless, and I count all things but loss for the excellency of the knowledge of Yahushua, my Lord, of whom I have suffered the loss of all things, and I do count them but dung, that I may win Yahushua. You see? That's denying yourself. Everything, man. Some people they had degrees, you know. Some people have degrees. Some people went to school, you know, but they rather work at Wendy's so they can still do the work, you know. Everything they count but dung, man. You see, this is nothing, man. Whatever we have in this world is shit, man. Like I was saying before, that John the Baptist, he was a homeless. You can say that he was homeless, but he had everything that he needed. He had his daily bread, he had enough to keep on going and push for the word. And that's the mentality that we have to have. You know, sometimes the basics is what we need. You know, you have a roof over your head, some clothes on your back, you know, and food on your food on your plate. You're good, and afterwards you just focus on pushing for the word, man. You see. So back to Second Maccabees 6:20, and it reads, as it behooved them to come that are resolute to stand out against such thing as are not lawful to love, as are not lawful for love of life to be tasted, but they that had the charge of that wicked feast, for the old acquaintance they had with the man, taking him aside, besought him to bring flesh of his own provision, such as was lawful to him for him to use, and to make as if he did eat the flesh taken from the sacrifice commanded by the king. So now that they wanted to connive the others, you know, you wanted to fake. Okay, bring some chicken, bring some lamb, and we're gonna act like you're really eating swine's flesh, so the other people will follow you. But what does he say? That in doing so, he might be delivered from death, and for the old friendship with them find favor. Okay, so they're telling him, yo, just fake it, you know, so we won't have to kill you. Fake it so we won't have to kill you. You see, and we'll be good. You see, that's the devil speaking, man. Yo, just fake it. You know, the other people will see. You know, it's gonna be good with us. You see, but then it says here, but he began to consider discreetly as it became his age, and the excellency of his ancient years, and the honor of his gray head, whereon was come, and his most manifest education from a child, or rather the holy law made and given by the Most High. Therefore answered he accordingly, and willed them straightway to send him to the grave. Okay, he said, now fuck that. You know, I'm not gonna fake nothing, man. Me, I serve Yahweh Hashem Yahushai in truth and in sincerity. Okay? Fuck that, man. Send me to the grave, man. Send me to the tormentors. I don't care, man. What is this body to me? What is this life to me, man? You see? It says here, for it become not our age, he said, in any wise to dissemble, whereby any young person may think that Eleazar, being 80 years old and 10, were now gone to a strange religion. You see, these people are gonna look at me. They're gonna look at me funny, man. All this time I've been preaching Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and now I'm out here eating swine's flesh, which is against the commandments, which is against the dietary laws. What are the people gonna say, man? Okay, and so through my hypocrisy and my desire to live a little time and a moment longer should be deceived by me, and get a stain to my old age and make it abominable. For though the present time I should be delivered from the punishment of man, yet should I not escape the hands of the Almighty, neither alive nor dead. Wherefore now manfully, changing this life, I will shew myself such as one as mine age requireth, and leave a notable example to such as be young, to die willingly and courageously for the honorable and holy law. That's the mentality that we have to have, that we may die willingly and courageously for the law of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, for the namesake of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? Immediately he went to the torment. That they that lead him, changing the goodwill they bear him a little before unto hatred, because the foresaid speech proceeded as they thought from a desperate mind. But when he was ready to die with stripes, he groaned and said, it is manifest unto the Lord that had the holy knowledge, that whereas I might have been delivered from death, I now endure sore pain in my body by being beaten. But in soul am I content to suffer these things, because I fear him. And thus this man died, leaving his death for an example of a noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation. And that's the mentality that we have to have, man. We have to be in that Eleazar spirit, man. You know, in the times to come, man. Because like I said, the devil is going to come down with great wrath. Okay? We're supposed to willingly take the death. You know, willingly take death. You know, that it may be well with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You see, because he said, even if I did escape, with my life for a little season, I will not escape from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, either dead or alive. You see? So you have to put that in perspective. You can't, you might be, as Yahushai said, fear not him that can destroy the body, but fear him that can destroy the body and the soul in hell. You see? Just after you die, he can still make you suffer, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, after you're dead, you can still suffer, suffer judgment, right? That being said, Eleazar was a great example. You see, he was a great example of noble courage and a memorial of virtue, not only unto young men, but unto all his nation. So everyone that saw this, there was a faith booster. The fact that he died for this truth, it put it in their mind to, okay, we have to be like him, man. He chose the hard path, and he was old, man, an old man. You see, he girded himself up like a man. He thought about it. He said, "Nah, man. Regardless, I'm not gonna eat swine's flesh. I'm gonna serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai even unto the end, so I can have a reward at the end, man." As Paul was saying in 2 Timothy 4:5. But watch thou in all things, endure affliction, do the works of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. And to make full proof of that ministry, it might end up to the last second when you end up being put to death. Being put to death for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is making full proof of your ministry, because afterwards it is done. As Yahushai said when he died on the cross, it is finished. Okay, that's what it means to make full proof of your ministry. Because a prophet doesn't retire. If you're a prophet, you do not have a retirement plan. Because you're really in it to die in this truth. Okay, this is the mafia. This is the real mafia. once you're in this truth, once you're in the straight path and you're following Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you better keep doing this until the end, until your last breath. Okay? It says here, for I am now ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. I have fought a good fight, and I have finished my course. Finished. That's the characteristic of the elect. We are gonna finish our work. Whatever the Lord has intended us to whatever path the Lord has intended us to walk, the Lord is gonna make us complete it. Okay? As the elect, we're gonna finish this walk. We're gonna cross the finish line in the truth. Okay? Not in the world. Okay? We're not gonna go back on the white path of that leads to destruction. We're gonna stay on the straight path until the end. Okay? And it says here, I have finished my course and I kept the faith. I finished my course and I kept the faith. That's what you have to do, man. We have to be in the same mindset as Paul, as Eleazar. Okay? As Eleazar, because even like he said, Eleazar was saying that I will not, after all my life, following the law, statutes, and commandments, I'm not gonna, at the end, when I'm old, turn back from everything that I learned from a youth up so I can live another year or 2 years. That's foolishness. Let me die right now, man. And I keep my integrity, and then it'll be well with me and Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Okay? It says here, henceforth, there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, but unto all them that have loved his appearing. And how do you love his appearing? By finishing the work. Okay? By keeping, as it says, he that turning his hand from the plow is not fit for the kingdom. So once you put your hand to the plow, you get your hands dirty, you have to keep working. You have to keep plowing. You have to keep bringing forth good fruit. Okay? Even unto the end. Right? That's the mentality that we have to have, man. To lay our life down, man. Because no greater love than this is there, man. That a man laid down his own life. Either in works or literally dying for this truth, man. You see, because like I said before, Eleazar, when he died, that was a faith booster for the others, man. So they see, this guy, he didn't submit to this wicked decree. How much more we, pertaining to the seven brothers and the mother that died later on in that chapter, I believe, or the next chapter. There were 7 brothers that suffered one by one. They suffered torment and were put to death because they didn't want to eat the swine's flesh. Okay? And that's on a low level, eating swine's flesh. How much more would they want to microchip you? How many people are gonna turn and take it because because they want to live? See, our life is nothing. We have to put that in we have to put that in your mind. That is nothing for us to lose our life, because the Lord can give it back unto us, man. The Lord give it, the Lord take it away, right? So if it please the Lord that we suffer for a little moment, let it be so. Because as it says, the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared to the glory that we will receive in the kingdom, right? So that being said, I hope this lesson was edifying. We're not to fear death. We're even supposed to lay our life down for this truth, man, for our brothers. Okay, for this truth. Okay? So that being said, I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Machak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the elders, apostles, and bishop of Grain Millstone, GMS, teaching and ruling well. And salutation to the hopeful elect of the house of Israel, pushing forth the word, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their abilities. Alright? Shalom, shalom, DTya Baba Ba, Kwam Yashala. Until next lesson. Shalom. 10.